Hey guys, it's Camaro. Welcome back to my channel, Dying to DIY. For this video, I am so excited to share with you all how I decorated some mini soap bars for one of my best friend's bridal shower. I think they come out so stunningly beautiful and better than I had even envisioned, and I'm so happy to share them with you all. So let's get to it. First things first, I bought these soaps from the Broken Circle company. This is local to me, and I actually went to school with the girls that founded this soap company. So I thought that was amazing. Buy local, shop local, you know what I mean? And I am absolutely loving these soaps. The smell is amazing. They work great. They keep my hands so soft and so moisturized. This is the Broken Circle Soap Company, and here is all their info in case you would like to order from them, because you can shop online or local as well. And I'm also going to leave all their information down below in my description box, so you can totally check that out too. So first things first, I took out the soaps from the little box that I got that they gave me, and I needed to cut these soaps in half. I needed a total of 35, so when all is said and done, I will have a total of 36. And I thought cutting them in half would be the perfect size, which it was. So petite, so mini, but also they just fit perfectly into your hand. And for reference, the ones that I have, the lighter color is an almond scent, and oh my gosh, it smells so amazing. I love anything almond scent in general, so I love those. And the other one is a coffee scrub, which is an exfoliator, so I thought that was super awesome as well. So next, I am just taking some burlap because I wanted to have something to wrap around to these soaps, and I thought burlap would be, just the perfect go-to. So I'm just taking this craft fabric from Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to start by cutting strips, out of that whole sheet of fabric, and I just want them to be big enough to cover the soap, but I don't want to cover the soap completely. I want to still have some showing at the top and the bottom after I'm done wrapping them. And once I was done wrapping, I just needed to use a little bit of hot glue just to secure that burlap into place. Afterwards, I am taking some jute twine and I'm wrapping it around about 3 times, and then I'm going to tie a really petite bow in the front, cut off the excess string that I don't need. I just want a nice tiny petite bow at the top. Once that was all done, I took out these dried flowers that I ordered off of Amazon. They are so adorable, and I will go ahead and link that down below in my description box. It will be on my Amazon storefront in case you guys want to purchase these for yourself as well. And I just started playing around with the ideas of what flowers I wanted to go together. Did I want them just the flowers individually just by themselves on there, not with a different type of flower together. But I ended up just mixing and matching and going as I pleased. You know what I mean? There was no rhyme or reason. It just was aesthetically pleasing to my eye, and that's what I went with. I just stuck each little individual flower piece directly in between the little twine that I wrapped around each soap bar. And here's one of them finished. It is not the one I was currently just working on a few seconds ago, but it is done the exact same way. They are so adorable. So I decided to kind of switch things up a bit. I wanted a variety, in the look that I was going for. So I took some cardstock that is from Michael's, and I just used my Cricut trimmer to trim off some thin strips that can be wrapped around the soap bars as well. And then, they're pretty long, so obviously I just had to match them up to fit perfectly around each soap bar, and then I just made my cuts according to, what size the soap was. So I'm just doing it the same way that I did the burlap ones, just wrapping it around the middle there, and then I'm just going to cut off the excess part that I don't need, and then I'm going to use just a little dab of hot glue to make sure that that cardstock is going to stay in place and not fall off the soap. I mean, the twine does help keep everything in place, but I just want it, set in place while I wrap my twine around. It just makes it so much easier to work with. And again, just kind of choosing which flower I want to go on this one. And it's really not a hard option. I think they are all so beautiful in this pack. So whatever you choose, I think it just looks so beautiful. Here's how that one turned out. I absolutely love it. Oh my gosh, the feel to it, the vibes it gives off, I am loving it. I love how every single one of these turned out. I don't even know if I could pick a favorite. I mean, actually, I do have a few that are on my, the top of my list of my favorites. But basically, this next part is just me finishing all the rest of the soaps that I had to do. I had to do 36, so I found that it was just faster to wrap them with the burlap and then wrap them with the cardstock, whichever one, and then wrap the twine for all of them. I did that for each and every one of them, and then I started going through and just picking out the flowers that I wanted and, placing them through that twine. And yeah, that was it for these soaps, but I think they turned out so stunningly beautiful. And honestly, in my opinion, I feel like these are great for any occasion as a little thank you gift, Thank you for coming. Thank you for showering us with gifts and love and support, all that good stuff, like wedding, bridal shower, baby shower, birthday party, etc. That's exactly what we did for my best friend's bridal shower, and like everybody loved these little thank you gifts. All right, so before I get to one last little project that I have in this video, here they all are laid out next to each other, so you can just get, the full effect of how amazing they are. Aren't they so pretty, so beautiful? I am so in love, and I can't even tell you, like, these turned out just way more beautiful than I had even envisioned. I knew they would be pretty, you know what I mean? I just didn't know how beautiful they would actually be. In the beginning, I did plan to put like a little circle cardstock little tag on there, saying thank you for showering Cassie is her name, my best friend's name. Thank you for showering Cassie with love. But ultimately I decided not to, just because the tag would take up like a big portion of that soap, and I just really wanted to just have the soap on display rather than that big old tag that would be hanging off of there. But I do feel like a tag would kind of complete them in certain circumstances, so I'm not against the tags. But instead of the tag, I decided to make a little sign to go next to these, and that is what I'm going to show you really fast before we say goodbye. So I started out with this little chalkboard sign from Dollar Tree, and then I used some of my Waverly paint in the color Cashew, and I just went around the edge of that chalkboard sign. I was trying to get rid of that like yellow color of the wood, and I just thought this neutral color would be perfect to go and like blend with the soaps. Next, I'm taking some more cardstock, and I'm just going to cut that to fit inside of the inset on that chalkboard sign. So I'm just using my straight edge and like a oh gosh, what are those? It makes like indents. Oh gosh, I can't, my brain is like fried right now. Okay. Anyways, I, made the measurements that it would need to be to fit nicely on the inside of that chalkboard, made the cuts, and then I took the piece of cardstock and used my, Design Space and Cricut machine to make a little thank you sign. And then I'm taking some Mod Podge and just coating the inside of that chalkboard sign really well. And then I'm going to place that little cardstock piece down in there and just smooth out all the ripples and the bubbles and whatnot. And that was it for this sign. Here's the final look. It says, thank you for showering the soon-to-be Mrs. Please take one, just right next to the soap so they know they can just grab and go, and that these gifts are for them. But yeah, and here are some pictures from the actual bridal shower. I put them in like a metal type of Tabasco, oh my goodness, tobacco basket, you guys, tobacco basket. I lined it with burlap, and then I placed the soaps inside of there. And then I also had the Broken Circle soap companies, their business cards in there, so they could take that as well, and to show their support for a locally owned business. It is also a women-owned, cruelty-free, no artificial fragrances, and clean ingredients. So definitely go check them out, see what they're all about. They also just launched their fall line, so I'm super eager about that. I love fall. It's my favorite season, favorite time of the year. So I'm eager to see what kind of scents they have out and check out their other new stuff. Alright guys, well that is it. Thank you for watching and supporting me. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you've not already done so. And I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, bye.